keep thinking that what we need is a new language. A language of the heart. Languages in the Polish forest where language wasn't needed. Some kind of language between people that is a new kind of poetry. It's the poetry of the dancing bee that tells us where the honey is. And I think that in order to create that language, you're going to have to learn how you can go through a looking glass. Another kind of perception where you have that sense of being united to all things. And suddenly, you understand everything.
keep it pumping.
No more.
What happens is when the energy rises up, it goes to the top of your head. So you see all the mental things. But as time goes by, the energy drops down from the head to the heart, where you start feeling deep emotions and deep feelings, and if you're in a blissful state of mind, then you're in bliss.
Fuck it up.
Am I dreaming this?
It's been a long time, I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many weeks shows you slept through. Time's up, I'm sorry I kept you thinking of this. You keep repeating you miss the rhyme from the microphone solo with. So you sit by the radio, hand on the dial soon. As you hear it, pump up the volume. Dance with the speaker till you hear it blow. Then plug in a headphone, cause here it go. It's a four-letter word when it's heard to control your body to dance. So dot text a tempo like a red alert. Reach your reflex and let it work. When this is playing, you can't get stuck with the steps. So can say, and I'ma still come up with a gift to be swift. Follow the leader, the rhyme will go deaf with the record that was mixed a long time ago. It could be done, but only I can do it. For those that can dance and clap their hands to it. I start to think, and then I sink into the paper like I was in. When I'm writing, I'm trapped in between the line. I escape. When I finish the rhyme, I got soul. I got soul. Picture a mic, the stage is empty. A beat like this might tempt me to pose, show my rings and my fat gold chain. Grab the mic like I'm on Soul Train, but I wait, cause I've mastered this. Let the others go first so the brothers don't miss. Eric B. break the sticks. Rock him will begin when you make the mix. I'll experiment like a scientist. You wanna rhyme? You gotta sign my list. Cause I'm a manifest and bless the mic I'll hold. You want an X? Then you gotta have soul. Cause if you ain't got it, I'ma make an encore. Take the mic, make the people respond for the awe. Cause that's the way it'll have to be. If you wanna get on after me, forget to be swift, follow the leader. The rhyme will go deaf with the record that was mixed a long time ago. It could be done, but only I can do it. For those that can dance and clap their hands to it. I start to think, and then I sink into the paper like I was in. When I'm writing, I'm trapped in between the line. I escape. When I finish the rhyme, I got soul. I got soul.
I wanted to help you. I don't know. I was trying to help. I thought if we could get through you, if we could mend you, I wanted you better. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I swear, I just wanted you to talk.
Then hear me talk now. Exterminate! Exterminate! Exterminate!
Everything around me became suddenly unreal, as if in a dream.
There'll be these pockets of light springing up in different parts of the world. These will be, in a way, invisible planets on this planet. And that as we, or the world, grow colder, we can take invisible space journeys to these different planets, refuel for what it is we need to do on the planet itself, and come back. There have to be centers now where people can come and reconstruct a new future for the world. Actually, these centers are growing up everywhere now. These things can't be given names, but in a way, these are all attempts at creating a new kind of school or a new kind of monastery. And the human being can continue to function in order to maintain the species through a dark age. In other words, we're talking about an underground. And the purpose of this underground is to find out how to preserve the light, life, the culture, how to keep things living. Preserve the light.
let's get one thing stated. My name is Ice-T when you pronunciate it, but I'm not the T the British drank each noon. I'm Ice capital T, yo, bust a beat for this tune. Thumping, hand claps are precise. Voice on the microphone is recognized. The ice, hardcore rhyme rock, I'm like attacking the joint. Listen closely to my lyrics and you get my point. Well, and this is easy to prove with the cold crush bass that creates the groove. Kick thumpers and bumpers so your body keeps rocking. Program by people so the rhythm keeps locking. Back scratching completes the jam, and a rapper on the mic, that's who I am. Professional mic mechanics and also chill when it comes to rocking party.
Once upon a time, there was an ending. And we minions searched high and low for a new overlord. And on Midwinter's Eve, we found the beginning. Old powers and a darkness that cannot be suppressed. Because evil always finds a way. Control us, Master! Time to bring back the black. Let loose the minions of war! Go, minions! Fire up the dragon! Ladies Because evil always finds a way.
I wish I was like 6'9" so I can get with Leoshi, cause she don't know me, but yo, she's really fine. You know I see her all the time, everywhere I go. Even in my dreams, I got scheme of ways to make her mine. So I just lean up on the wall, or sit up in the bleachers with the rest of the girls who came to watch they man ball. Tag y'all, I never understood black, while the jocks get the fly girls, and me, I get the hood rats. I tell them scat, skittles, kabobble. Got hit with a bottle, put in the hospital for talking that mess. I confess it's a shame when you living in a city that's the size of a box and nobody knows your name. Glad I came to my senses, like quick, got sick to my stomach, overcome it by thoughts of me and her together, right? So when I asked out, she said I wasn't a type. I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller, I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" parlor. I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller, I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" parlor. I wish I had a brand new car, so far got this hatchback, and everywhere I go, yo, I get slapped at. And when I'm in my car, I'm laid back. I got an 8-track and a spare tire in the back seat, but that's flat. Do you wanna know what's really whack? See, I can't even get a date, so what you think of that? That prom night is the bomb night with a hood rat, you can hold tight, but really though, I'm Figaro. When in my car, I can't even get a hella. Well, so many people wanna cruise Crenshaw on Sunday. One day I'ma have to get in my car and go. You know I take the 110 to the 105. Get off on Crenshaw, tell my homies look alive. Cause it's hard to survive when you're living in a concrete jungles and these girls keep passing me by. She looks fly, she looks fly. Make me say my. I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller, I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" parlor. I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller, I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" parlor. Hey, I wish I had my way a Friday and you can even speed on a highway. I would play ghetto games, name my kids ghetto names. Little Mookie, big hey, big hey, you. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Ah yes, ain't that fresh? Now everybody wants to get down like that.
introduction, everything from this moment on depends entirely on you.
genius, play and play good. Oh, yeah.
Step left, around, and together with the right.